Hi, my name is Caterina Strambio de Castillia, and I am a CZI imaging scientist working at the University of Massachusetts Medical School. I am a member of the NIH-funded 4D Nucleum Consortium, and I am the chair of Bioimaging North America Quality Control and Data Management Working Group. In this talk, I will tell you about the work conducted in close collaboration between QUAREP-LiMi's Workgroup 2 and Workgroup 7. This work aims at the development of standards for microscope camera metadata in collaboration with industry partners. This work was recently featured in these two Nature Method editorials, so please, if you're interested in learning more about this work, check out these QR codes. One of the key aspects of the work of QUAREP-LiMi consists in the definition of microscopy metadata standards that can be used to report the hardware characteristics, image acquisition settings, and quality control metrics associated with microscopes. This is crucial for promoting fair data principles and maximizing data sharing and reuse. In addition, the availability of machine-readable full technical descriptions of microscopes is key for assessing instrument performance, maximizing image quality, and for the development of automated imaging pipelines. As you have heard from previous talks, QUAREP-LiMi is unique in that it brings together all major members and stakeholders of the global bioimaging community. As a result of this unparalleled opportunity, QUAREP-LiMi is ideally poised to serve as a forum for addressing global bioimaging challenges that cannot be addressed individually, even by large organizations. For the rest of this talk, I will therefore concentrate on a specific example of community partnership made possible by QUAREP-LiMi. In this example, QUAREP-LiMi has served as a key catalyzer for the development of consensus metadata standards in collaboration between community members and representatives of all major camera manufacturers depicted by these logos. The goal of this project is to produce a community glossary of camera-related terms for educational purposes and a consensus metadata model to facilitate the exchange of information between microscope manufacturers and users and the automation of metadata capture. It is important to note that this work did not start from scratch. We were lucky that we could build upon the NBOQ microscopy metadata specifications that were published in December 2021 by 4DN and BINA to extend the OMI data model. Having this solid base, the Workgroup 2 and Workgroup 7 QUAREP metadata project was launched with an initial survey to gauge interest among manufacturers. Having received enthusiastic support, in the first half of 2022, we held a series of 10 bi-weekly focused feedback sessions in which representatives from the listed manufacturers met with QUAREP Workgroup 2 and Workgroup 7 members and other community experts to revise the NBOQ model. This was made possible through an iterative process we developed, which was aimed at assessing initial, often disparate opinions, collecting feedback, and building consensus. Using this process, we made tremendous progress, and we have now completely revised the initially published camera model to produce a new version, which is due to be released by summer 2023. This will constitute the initial core of version 3 of the NBOQ model and glossary. Given this success, we are now ready to leverage the lessons we have learned from this process and extend it to all key microscope components. For this to be carried out efficiently, we have to multiply the number of focused feedback teams so that they can work in parallel. To this aim, each team has to be built around the following key figures: a meeting moderator, whose role is to smooth out differences and remind participants of the importance of reaching consensus; a metadata curator, whose role is to ensure the integration of the consensus into an actionable metadata model; representatives from relevant QUAREP working groups, whose role is to liaise between feedback sessions and the QUAREP community; and last but not least, community experts from industry and academia, whose role is to provide domain expertise to be incorporated into the consensus. We are confident that building teams around these roles will allow to massively expedite the process and work in parallel on all individual microscope components. In turn, this will enable the following outcomes. Produce a revised NBOQ model for all components, produce a QUAREP-LiMi wide glossary, develop next-generation shared storage solution for image metadata in partnership with OMI, GNGFF, and manufacturers, automate the exchange of information between microscope manufacturers and users, and finally, streamline the documentation of image acquisition with community-driven metadata annotation tools. If you are as excited as we are about this process, please fill in the virtual sign-up sheet and join us. Thank you very much for your attention and have a nice day.